So, if you're a part of the Hive community, I'm guessing you've either used or at least heard of the Fire Sword in Hive SkyWars. If you don't know what it was a sword, a wooden sword to be specific, with Fire Aspect 1 that you could get from mining emerald ore, and it actually had a very frequent drop rate. Today's video is going to be talking about why it got removed from the Hive SkyWars game mode, what it got replaced with, and how all of this plays into the grand scheme of things. So let's get right into the video. So, the wooden sword was very overpowered and very broken, to be honest. If you put a full diamond armor player equipped with a sharpness 2 against somebody wearing the same armor but with a fire sword and a regular iron sword, my money would be on the second player winning the fight, assuming these hypothetical players are of the same skill level. Basically, the fire sword's main issues were that it dropped way too often for an item as powerful as it, and it was also a given that if you had the fire sword, you would win most battles. So popular influencers in the Hive community, such as Evident and Photopea25, were strongly against the fire sword and wanted it removed. This protest of sorts went on for several weeks, until Potato Pie became a sellout for Clankstar and free advertising. And then, finally, at 9:21 a.m. on February 10th of 2021, an announcement was made on the Hive updates page. Fire swords? Well, they were removed. You could no longer get the Fire Aspect wooden sword in SkyWars. Actually, you sorta could, but not in the same way. Fire swords are now replaced by an item new to the Hive, known as a Sword of Embers. What's an Ember Sword, you might ask? Well, it's pretty simple. You get them by mining emeralds, same as the old Fire Sword. The drop rate for both items is pretty much the same, so the new golden sword won't be more rare or more common than the Fire Aspect sword, even if it's a nerfed version. The Sword of Embers appears to be a regular golden sword, but doesn't actually have an enchantment glint, but apparently has an enchantment called Ember Struck. This might not be meant to be formatted as an enchantment and just a title for the sword or something, but we'll just say it's an enchantment. When you hit a player with this sword, they have a 1 in 4 chance of getting on fire, and they usually stay on fire for 6 to 8 seconds in my experience. So the whole point of this update was to make the game more balanced, since so many players seemed to hate the Fire Aspect 1 wooden sword. Except the game wasn't balanced. Yet. Only an hour after the first update was announced, another message went out regarding this situation. They updated some armor and changed the way the Ember Sword works. Before, as you probably saw in the footage, it had a 1 in 5 chance of igniting a player on fire, but people disliked how rare it was for the sword to work, so they updated it to a 1 in 4 chance, so excuse any incorrect footage in this video. In addition to this change, to add more balance across the whole list of items in SkyWars, they gave some enchantments to very specific pieces of armor. First of all, they added Fire Protection 1 to Bling Boots, which are those gold boots you get from Gold Ore that nobody really uses. The second change made in this follow-up update was adding Fire Protection to Diamond Leggings, but not every piece. Specifically, Diamond Leggings gotten from Ender chests in the middle always have Fire Protection 1, and Diamond Leggings dropped from the big mystery chests at mid drop Fire Protection 2, the strongest fire protection in SkyWars, right now at least. But you'll get regular diamond leggings from diamond ore, so the only way to get extra protection from Swords of Ember besides the gold ore require you to go to midpoint. So these are my final thoughts and kind of the conclusion to this video. The update was certainly needed, and I'm glad the Hive listened to its community, members, and its content creators. I don't think that there are too many downsides to the changes they rolled out. However, you can't always have everybody be happy with new changes, even if they're beneficial. In the Hive's Discord and forums, and also in-game, I've noticed a lot of people are unhappy with the removal of the Fire Sword, and say that the game was more balanced with it in the game. But I think that most people would disagree with this, and most people are grateful for this update, that the pesky Fire Sword is no more. Where do I stand on this? I do think that the game is a little bit more balanced now thanks to this update. But I will sort of miss the Fire Sword. It was a pretty cool combo. I usually kept the Fire Sword in the first slot of my hotbar, pickaxe in second, and whatever sword I had in the third, and I won a lot of SkyWars games that way. Though that brings us back to one of the main reasons the Fire Sword was removed in the first place. It was kind of a cheap way to win games. Like I said, I think this update is extremely beneficial to balancing out the SkyWars game mode as a whole. Thank you for watching this video to the end. I'm 40 shy of 200 subscribers, so any help would be appreciated. Let me know if you hate or love the new Ember Sword in the comments. If you hated this video like I did, make sure to leave a dislike, and I'll see you later. I think.